Hey, welcome back to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. I appreciate it. Sponsored by APSUsoil.com, and we are still running. No leaks in the hole. I know you can't see it, but you're just going to have to trust me. And if you see what's different, do you see anything different there? We'll have to walk around the other side. But take a look on the right side right there. I actually found a rock outside that I had left over that kind of fit perfectly standing up. Look at that. Sits almost perfect right there. Insane. And it stops a lot of the splash right there on the back of that rock. Pretty cool. I'm gonna set this here to see, to raise it up a little bit. Just to see. We're still getting a little bit, right there. You can feel it. But most of it's hitting those rocks. Most of it's hitting that log. And it's all staying pretty much in the creek. Not coming out, not forming a stream anywhere that I see. So all in all, pretty good. You can see a little bit on the hose there. Whoa, sorry about that. See some of that dribble on the hose there? But that is nothing to worry about. That is not losing us a lot of water at all. You can see a little drop here and there on the log, but none really in the water. Look how clear our water is this morning. Really clear. I have not seen Junior. Shiner Junior has disappeared. So we know he's in there. It's funny that the other one we put in over in the other garden, we didn't see that one. It was about the same size. We didn't see that one for about a month, maybe 2 months. And it was about this big when we saw it again. I mean, it hides really well. My tomatoes looking good. Definitely going to start to grow. We added another hour, so we changed the Grandmasters up a little bit. We added in some warm white over here. This is going to give us more of that full spectrum of that little bit more red and orange and green into the spectrum over here. We also added an hour, so now we're going to be at 14 hours of light. Here, let me show you. So this was continued. I flipped to 13 hours, I think day 64. So 5 days later, we flipped, 6 days later, we flipped to 14 hours. So, and then we changed the cool white back up to 100, 20% more on the warm white, no red, and lowered the wattage down to 30%. So we're actually only pulling 257 watts of power. That's per light. 140. So the cool white is at 100%. The warm white's at 40. I don't have any of the deep or far red on. I've got it down to 30%. That is giving us a PPFD of around 1,000 to 950-ish around in here, and then around 6, 7-ish around in here. but we're going to give it a little bit more red for today, and then we're going to start taking these tops. You really see we are close. This is the one right here. It's got that. I can really see how it needs to just ripen up a little bit more on that side. But there's some purple. Let's see if I can hold it still enough here. There's some purple trikes on this bud right here that are beautiful. You can go to my Instagram. Well, actually it might not be on there. It's on my storyline. And it smells just insanely like, my buddy came by and said that it's more like a cereal, like a fruity cereal. I was like, yeah, it sounds like Fruit Loops. He was like, yeah, like a Fruit Loop, like a great, like the milk at the bottom of at your Fruity Pebbles. Have you ever had Fruity Pebbles and you drink the milk at the bottom of the bowl? That's what this smells like, with a little bit of funk at the end. With that sour milk, it's like the milk's been sitting out for a while, but it's still got that sweet sugar smell. Quite nice. Over here, look at this big girl over here. Still waiting for this one to ripen up. This one's good on this side, but on this side still needs to ripen. You can see it. Starting the calyx out, still growing. That red light, that little bit more red that we got in it, that's going to help ripen, or not red, I'm sorry, the warm white. It's going to help, plus we turned it up a little bit. The orange lean over here is ready, willing, and able. This one looks pretty good. You can see this side was getting all the light, and this side was not. So I just twisted it a little bit. Now we're getting some more light on that. Plucking all this sugar leaf off. I want all the light to go to the bud now. We ain't growing sugar leaves, we're growing terpenes at this point. You know, we want all the light that we can get, because that's what's building these terps, light. Like the plant knows it's on its way out, it's getting ready to die, and it's going to push the defense to the max, especially when we turn the light up. And these things are just going to get riper and riper and riper. And there's a fine line for me. I like mine at a certain time. So you really got to keep an eye out. But then again, you got to flip them too. You got to turn your pancake. Flip your pancake over so you get both sides. I mean, when you can see the lime green, see the lime, and then not lime, like terpene covered, not so covered. So the light is what's going to ripen that up. within the next couple of days at least. I've been waiting, keeping an eye on them. Keeping an eye. This thing here just keeps shooting new stalk up like a big old corn. It's just the lucky bamboo. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Lucky bamboo. It has nothing to do with bamboo. It is not bamboo. It's just something people put in their fish aquariums. And this one kind of got out of hand. But we need the roots down here. See the roots. Clean root, huh? Getting some of this clearing a path here. So the water comes in right there. It comes down, goes around. It's getting a little out of hand. We're going to definitely, when we chop all this down, when we finally chop the main stalk down, look at what that light did to these stalks. You know it's the light because it's not on the underside. Like the underside's green, top side where the light's hitting, purple pink. So purple pink where the light, green where it's not. And that's just it's that's that stress I'm looking for, so to speak. I can't scientifically explain it, but that's that little bit of stress I'm looking for. That's what's going to help these things ripen right on up. The terpenes anyway. And that's what we're after right now. It's all about the terp at this point. You can see that I, what they call wet trim, I guess. But get all this off before it goes into Canatrol. And all of this just gets chopped and dropped. Some of it gets left, like this little stuff like here will get left. Go right in the Canatrol just like that. They will fold, they'll crisp up, dry up, and when you're ready to take them out and smoke, they just peel right off. Throw them in your whatever container or your compost bin. They'll be coming back out here and going right back in, right back into the soil here. But yeah, we are not growing sugar leaves. I do not want to leave. Everybody's like, don't want to leave those on. They'll help grow, help flavor. No, they got nothing to do with any of that. At this point, they are here to suck newts, or the bud will pull the newts from these leaves. But if they're not, if the leaf ain't there, that's okay, because the leaf is pulling nutrients from the stem. You know, all this is coming up the plant. It goes into these leaves, and the flower will pull what's left out of these. But if the leaf ain't there, it'll just pull it from the main stem. The bud still grows. I mean, we've proven that over and over and over again and over again. Now, whether or not, now this is just for me indoors. Outdoors, maybe a totally different story, depending on where you are in your environment. You know, here at my place, I have to defoliate a lot because my weather here is insane. I hold 100% humidity almost all the time outdoors, and it can either be 80 degrees or 110 degrees. It's still 100% humidity because I live on the water, and I live on a hill where the wind blows up from the water up to my place. So, you know, it's all about environment, knowing your environment. You may be in a totally different place than me, environment than me, so you just have to learn what VPD is, learn your basics, learn your environment, dial in your environment, and then do what needs to be done to get the best result for your environment. That's the best thing I can tell you. That's my advice anyway. It works for me. I mean, the flower, these things should have been dead because of the crash, but they're not. They came roaring back. The creek came back, the grass came back, the cannabis came back. So it was just it's all tied into the creek. It's all tied into the pond. We keep this dialed in, and we should be good to go. Let's go over here and check on Food and Scooter, then we're going to dip. We'll be back hopefully today, sometime live this afternoon. Are you eating my Monstera root? Yeah, you. You're eating algae. Cooter's eating algae off that rock down there. That's what they do. They keep everything tidy, man. They keep algae clean. Keep the algae off the root. I don't know if they probably killed that root. But this is why we can't have nice things in the pond. Nothing but rotten wood and rock is all they allow. Everything else gets thrown down the tube and out the buttocks. Right, Pooter? Anyway, we'll be back this afternoon. Digger, I haven't seen Digger this morning. Oh, I have not seen Digger. Sometimes. There he is. There you are. I see you. Alright, we'll be back this afternoon, hopefully around 1-ish, 2-ish. And yeah, we'll just mess around. So we'll see you then. Peace.